This can't be real. Am I dreaming? Or... It's not possible. Ariadne vanished when the Zohar went out of control. It can't be.
At this time, the defendant's origins are unknown. That information was lost in the chaos of war, perhaps deliberately, I might add. It could be said that the circumstances surrounding the defendant actually qualify him as a victim of the life recycling law. Therefore, is it right for him to be the first victim of a capital punishment system that had been abandoned for thousands of years? It's true that the defendant must pay for his crimes. But with all the progress we've made in science and the study of the human psyche, surely there must be alternative means by which he can repay society? Please, I ask you to make a merciful and wise decision.
This court hereby sentences the defendant, Andrew Cherenkov, to undergo Level 7 personality reconditioning.
With this ruling, the current you will cease to exist. But it also marks the birth of a brand new world for you. Let us celebrate, shall we?
What is the meaning of this? Why can't we have a child of our own?
Oh, stop it. What could you want to leave behind? Don't tell me you want that abnormal DNA of yours to live on. Nanotechnology is hardly perfect, you know. It still can't correct mutations in genomes.
Are you saying this is my fault?
You're pathetic. A bit of nucleic acid desperately clinging to life. You haven't changed one bit since then. But of course, that's what makes you, you.
But then, why did you marry me?
For this. Do you know how hard I worked for this permit? That's why I volunteered to care for you. What, did you think there was love between us? Please, don't kid yourself. I can get all the love I need with this. Don't forget to take your meds. After all, I'm the one who'll be held responsible if you don't.
In accordance with Federation law, the defendant will now undergo Level 8 personality reconditioning. With this, Defendant 12584's human rights shall be revoked, and henceforth the defendant shall be treated as a life form belonging to the Federation. According to current law, this treatment grants the bearer the same rights and privileges as those of a Realian.
garbage.
I must admit, I've never seen such a stubborn neural network.
He's even rejected the level 8 procedure.
In any case, he's still quite valuable to us. We can use him as a test subject for the level 9 procedure.
So you're the man who murdered every worker in this facility and annihilated 3 squads of Federation Special Forces. I was looking forward to meeting you. But you look like a poor little stray. Is this really your handiwork? A life recycling variant. No wonder the Federation police couldn't handle you. I'll commend you for that. However... reality is cruel, is it not?
Commander Margulis, the 308th Volgata Division is...
I know. We're taking him with us.
Sir, you're not serious.
Yes, this one may be useful.
But...
all you ever wanted in life was to leave behind a legacy. Isn't that right? Now show me the proof of your existence. To me alone.
Commander Margulis, preparations for the Zohar Link experiment are complete. We'll begin Phase 1 in 60 minutes.
Good.
Commander, why was I assigned this mission?
I wanted to test your loyalty to the organization. Nothing more. The citizens will be affected, whether you succeed or not. Do you regret your decision?
No. They're of no consequence to me, nor to our organization, or anyone else.
Well said, Cherenkov.
Xion, look at that.
The Zohar? We must go.
Hey, Cosmos, wait! Don't you go off on your own.
Oh, I don't recall programming her that way. But what's the Zohar doing here?
I have confirmed that this object can be identified with a 99.99998% probability to be the Zohar emulator that was stored on board the Woglinde.
An emulator? Are you saying a real one exists somewhere else?
Affirmative.
Affirmative? Cosmos, how do you know all of this? I never stored any type of information like that in your main databank.
You're the creator of that thing. And yet, you didn't even know about that?
Commander Cherenkov! Are you all right? Let's get out of here. Commander, your body's...
Escape? What are you talking about? You think you'll survive through something like this? That's right. I was the one behind the disappearance of the planet Ariadne. All that mattered was the recovery of the emulator. That was the reason behind the deployment of Vector and the military. They were really only pawns. But in spite of all that, Go away! Don't come near me! You were the ones who rejected me! So why are you bothering me now? No!
What is that?
All photon, lepton, hadron, and graviton scans read negative.
Then, what is it that we're seeing?
Just like that day. Behold the light that spreads before your eyes. This light once symbolized civilization, the very will of the human race. But what can be gleaned from the light we see today? The people of this world have cast away their will to create, drowning themselves instead in an endless cycle of consumption. What you see now is the deceitful light cast by their stagnant eyes.
The commander. But who's that with him?
The people you've encountered in your lifetime are not people at all. They are less than human, mere sacks of flesh and bone. Only upon the realization of self-will can a person truly be called a man. You chose to reject the false light, refused to succumb to their lies. That's why you never faltered, even after all the personality reconditioning.
The commander underwent personality reconditioning?
Long ago, man was forced to leave behind his homeland. This was brought about by the masses who extinguished the very light that drove their will. So how about it, Cherenkov? Let us rekindle the torch, so that human consciousness may once again be resurrected, for our sake and that of our God.
Happiness? Were those my feelings just now? No. It must have been the commander's feelings. Commander, what was it that you were searching for? Commander.
I never really existed at all. 36 years ago, the year after the Zohar incident, which led up to the Milshin conflict, I was brought into this world as a weapon of warfare. It happened all the time back then. Killing was our whole reason for existence. The fortunate ones were those who could adapt to that way of life. Even luckier were those who died on the battlefield. But I was never granted that opportunity. Before I could find some significance to my own life, the war ended. And I was left behind while the world went on. I tried to adapt. But the language I spoke was so different from the rest of the world. I thought the entire world had rejected me. But the commander, it felt like he really needed me. I saw a future for myself in the commander. Or I wanted to, at least. But I had to rely on the drugs to communicate with the rest of the world. It was because I hadn't changed. After everything that happened, I hadn't changed at all. Now I finally understand. The world didn't reject me. I rejected the world. Shion, I like it here. I'm the only living thing that exists in this place. There's nothing else. No anger, no sadness, no happiness, not even a future. The only thing that's here is me. And that'll eventually fade away. It feels good. This is exactly what I've been searching for all this time. Shion, you'll eventually find yourself here too. I'm sure of it. It won't be much longer. I know.